Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
What you say to me, all I know is that I've got to be free from the things you do. It will all come back to you. Break straws, sailing me. Free falling, just my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Good evening, gamers and other folks like. Hope y'all are doing good tonight. You are listening to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael. If you want to watch it, oh my god, it turned blue already. Jesus Christ. If you want to watch this happen live, you can go to twitch.tv/MeltDark Original, all one word. Excuse me. Not only you can watch this live, you can interact in the chat, you can change how the episode goes, but also watch the after show. Watch this unedited. I think that's about it. I think, is there anything else? No, but it's on Twitch for up to 2 weeks. It's the best place to catch the after show, all of this, what happens or whatever live. But once it's gone off of Twitch, it's gone. But the episodes, the edited episodes, minimally edited episodes, are on YouTube and on Spotify. No, sort of. I don't know. They are, but they aren't. Starting to not. I don't know what the fuck is going on with it. On Spotify, because I'm using Gradients as music and Spotify doesn't know what the hell is going on because they're stupid. So I basically gotta ask Gradients to whitelist me and make it so that I can use their stuff, I guess, even though technically I do have their permission. I think it's just the specific, Spotify or whatever the hell, it's being stupid. Whatever. So yeah. What else? Oh yeah, also on Spotify. And a good thing about Spotify, even though it just kind of ragged on them for a quick second. Why am I blanking? You can watch the radio show where it's all the stuff I did in college. Very heavily edited version of the episodes where basically, when it was this as a radio show, a lot cleaner. I don't get as crazy in a while. I don't get as off the chain. I kind of stay sort of on topic more ish, I guess. They have a theme at least. Yeah. Those episodes are, every episode that keeps dropping is the fifth year of that episode airing, and I just put one out technically yesterday, 2 days ago, on Tuesday. We'll drop Tuesday night, at midnight on Tuesday. And this is, 2 days ago, basically, at this point. So, I don't really know. I kind of gave up. I also released another video on YouTube. Review video, go check that out. I sat on footage for way too long. That's out there. I put that on Friday of last week, so it's been about a week. I have no idea. Probably didn't do well because one, it's long. I'm gonna admit, I know my shit, but hey, it's a long video, and it's about Mountain Dew that already came out. And one, whatchamacallit, Root beer. So go check that out. I mean, I worked decently on it. I spent, I don't know how long I spent on it, but basically 3 videos in one. You're getting pretty damn good value into that. And like, shit, it's good work. Could I have done better? Sure. Did I have the time to really make it? No. So it's out there though. It's out there. Yeah, I think that's pretty much with that. Let's actually get into the show itself. So I feel kind of like crap. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I feel like absolute absolute dog shit because I got my COVID and flu vaccine at work today because we had like a health fair, and those things always wipe me out, like every single time. Well, the COVID ones really do. It's not really the first one that they gave me any problems. It was, I think, the second one onward, the re-upping, those always kick my ass every single time. It's a good thing too that I got it the day before I have a day off, which kind of technically I don't, but it's like I do, but I don't. Well, I have a lot to do today, or a fair chunk I want to get done today. So there's that. But every time I keep looking away, looking, a little bit up, the color changes. It's not me. Like, I know I didn't put any audio on. There shouldn't be any auto. I'm kind of pissed about this. I know, like this I am Knuff sweatshirt, or I'm Ken Nuff or Enough with K in front of it for Ken. But it shouldn't be like changing the color this bad, or changing the color temperature. It shouldn't, period, on my camera, and it shouldn't be doing it in OBS. I don't know what's going on. I've already addressed this problem. Weird. But it's also because purple lighting too, which also is a huge factor. I would think that's part of it too. But it shouldn't be auto doing it, you know? I think that's the main problem. Think about it now. I think I'm at the point where I need to learn a bit more about the video color theory, because like, hell, I'll say it, even in the video that I just put out, I should have worked on the color, like the color theory, and to make it look clean. Because like, not to say that I don't put out good stuff, it's just that I need to touch it up to make it actually look right, to make it have that right, same consistent color, same consistent, this and that. And even though the first part of it is from a past episode, like 10 episodes ago at this point. So there's that. So yeah, it's been like, what, 10 weeks sitting on that footage? Almost. So we got that done. It's all good. Edited. Oh, it's a good Dr. Pepper. Holy shit. But I tell you, like, the first time I got, like, a second COVID shot, what's the, why am I, the word is literally escaping me. I feel like I've unlocked a lot of mental power. My body hurts, but like, I feel like I can do incredible stuff right now. Or thinking incredible computation right now. But I can't figure out uppage. Like simple shit. It's like a simple syntax error code. I fucked up, so I can't do something simple. And I'm blue. Nothing changed in my scene. I'm struggling today, man. I tell you what. There is no change, no auto, no nothing. So what's happening on screen is just, I don't know. It shouldn't do this. I'm so sorry. Man, shit. Oh, my back. And now it's purple again. Proper. And now it's getting a little bit redder, but that's all right. Why do I go a little bit forward like this? I think it's probably because of my distance. Yep, it's a little bit because of my distance. It's not the focus though isn't the problem. I'm not troubleshooting this anymore. I kind of know what I now need to do. I'm just already in the bit that I'm not gonna stop it. So just gonna have to deal with it. And I also I don't know. You'll have to see when I edit this episode. I changed the audio for like the background stuff for like the outro and intro because I feel like in the past few episodes I probably, like, if I have to redo them or like not redo them, cut them or whatever, something like that, just swap the music that I have for the beginning and the end because it sounds crunchy. It sounded crunchy to me on the video version. I don't know why, but this is what it is. But okay, back to the actual story that I was trying to get to. So when I got my first, technically second the COVID vaccine, or God damn it, I can't think of the word. Doesn't matter. It was the day before my college graduation. I'm more than certain I've already told the story before, but it was the day before my college graduation, and me, a bunch of my Memorial Union coworkers who were all graduating at the exact same day, all came together. We went to Harold on Main's in Moorhead, right by the railroad. And the thing about, Harold on Main, right by the railroad, is that it's an outside bar. Like, it has an inside part, but it's mainly outside. So it's spring, like early May. So it's a little brisk. It's probably like 50 degrees. It's probably what it is outside right now. It's like 40, 50 degrees. It's compared to what we face the entire year, pretty warm. But I was shivering the entire time. Because earlier that day, I got my dose. Dose? Was that? I got my second one. And that I actually have a good story about that one too. But I got that, and I think it's just like a side effect of it. Your body's adjusting to the disease and whatever, and taking it in and processing it, and building the antibodies to be able to fight off that, the disease. And I'm blue. But no, it's like, oh, why am I blanking? I said I can do considerable computation, but I'm getting sidetracked by just the most hyper specific shit. I'm being real ADHD right now, or something like that, like scatterbrained. Like I can I'm thinking, but like I'm like mile a minute, or minute a mile. That's even funnier. But so basically the whole entire time, and I remember like even doing karaoke, I was singing like the Pokemon theme, not the, was it not, yeah, the Pokemon theme. I don't know why it was on their list, their karaoke list. And I had like maybe one or two drinks. I didn't drink a whole ton. I had a bit, but I feel like I could drink more. I don't even know if I paid. I don't know who did. I think we all paid ourselves, but I literally do not remember paying. But I think we did. We individually did. I don't know, but I feel like one of them also worked there, but I could be absolutely wrong. Did a little bit of work there. But it's a good place. Yeah. I mean, for kind of an outdoor, pseudo outdoor indoor bar, it's not that bad. Not that bad. No, most times of the year. Yeah, and then after I walked on home, I walked there. I should probably add that in. I walked all the way from my apartment to there because it wasn't too far. It was walkable, and I got back home. I was shivering, so I took a hot shower, hot and long. Like, I take long hot showers. This one was especially so. I was shivering. Like, I felt like I was like being treated as like a frostbite victim. Like that, like that's how much it was like freezing. It was insane. But then, I warmed up and then I hopped in bed. I was like just nice, toasty and cozy. And I was good the next day. Perfectly fine for my graduation. My college graduation that was online because it was COVID. Those are times. I had the opportunity to actually do like, an in-person graduation, but I was like, I really didn't want to because then I would have to pay for the cap and gown and all that and then sit through another speech. I didn't want to do that. I played enough of it with the band because I feel incredibly lucky. I don't know if they still do it now, but I feel incredibly lucky. My first technically 2.5 years, and then COVID, we got to play at the commencement ceremony stuff, and that was so fun. Every single time though, the band was like fucking off. Like when we were playing, we were like sneaking, like doing random tasks. Like I remember one time, one of the horn players was like just straight up reading. Like if you were out in the crowd, you could probably see it, but I think the music stands were blocking it in like being in the way. I think one time I brought my Switch up and I was basically playing I don't even remember what game it was. I had the controllers basically behind my back and I'm just like playing the whole time. And then when we got to a certain point, we were actually playing music. I just like turned it off, put my music in front, and we're good. Like just scooched over my Switch and had the music already ready to go. And it's like, hey, let's go. Or I just put my Joy-Cons in my pockets, That was fun. But the first time, and I know I've talked about the first time that I played for the commencement, it was the release, the Thursday, the midnight release of The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi. Oh my God. So during lunch, we had like a lunch. I don't know. It was like in between. We had like two separate ceremonies because we couldn't, even with the size of my college, you kind of had to do it in two. Like hell, for the online one, we split up in like basically 9 chunks, which honestly, that was pretty good. And then because it was for like individual like not houses but departments basically, so those were all fun. And there were like, I think there were definitely different speakers that they had per thing depending on what school you're in. Ours was mine was an airline pilot. He went to in the industry, in the same ish industry. I think it was he wanted to be music ed or something like that, something with music, I think. But he's like, yeah, I just became an airline pilot. It's like, fucking respect that shit. And honestly, I've tagged some events with some airline pilots. Like, that shit is tempting. To be able to learn how to fly, it's expensive. It is not cheap by any means. It is not cheap to learn how to fly. But they do give out a lot of scholarships. But also, it would be pretty fucking sweet to learn how to fly. Learn how to fly plane properly. And what I mean by that is learn how to fly and land. Yeah. So awkward. Anyway, getting back to the actual story. So during lunch, we had pizza. We always got Papa Murphy's because the school was sponsored by Papa Murphy's, but they gave us basically 1 liter bottles. They're not I think they're not really 1 liter, but tall, like Pepsi, Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, some products. And I smuggled 3 or 4 of those bad boys into that movie. And I had to pee so bad. I full on missed almost the entire time that fucking Finn and Luna, I can't remember what her fucking character is. The one that kind of is a love interest for Finn, but then they give up on it in the last one. Even though I think people were kind of, because of the first one, the Force Awakens, they were like, oh, what if Finn and Rey were a couple? But then they had a fucking Skylo. It's no. It's weird. That's basically, with the canon of the third movie, that is just more or less incest. When you think about it. Ben Solo basically just kissed his aunt. Yeah. Because the top of the tree, the theory is that Anakin was made through metachlorines or something like that through his mom. I can't remember what her name is. It's something stupid. Offhand. But she gets impregnated somehow with Dark Force or whatever magic by Palpatine. And then, Anakin would basically be his son. And then him and Padme, and all the way down to Luke. So him, Padme, it's a son. It's one generation. Padme, Padme, and then Luke and Leia. So 3 generations. But then I guess Palpatine had another kid who then gave birth to Rey. So so I was right. So basically, what I'm saying is that Rey is kissing her cousin, or kissing her uncle, her second uncle, something like that. I don't know how far that sort of thing works. It's so fucking weird. And that is only to say if Palpatine is somehow at all generally or whatever involved in in the creation of Anakin, if he is Anakin's dad, quote unquote, metachlorians. You know that funny word. Oh, classic. They fly now. They fly now. They were flying since the Clone Wars. Boy. That's enough of that. But like I am freezing. That's why I'm wearing that. That's why I'm wearing this like sweatshirt. Like I could be wearing any other one, but like I don't know. I felt like this one. And honestly, it was in retrospect, if it's causing the color changes, very bad idea, but we're here. We're here now. We're here now. Excuse me. I just want to wear this one. I don't really do this one enough. I don't do this one enough. I'm enough. You know, yeah, take this to heart. I am enough. I'm enough. You are enough. Yeah. Something like that. I'm just like I don't want to be like that teacher's like, oh, I heard today I'll let the class go out early, blah 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 blah. No, fucking I did this sick, like straight up sick. But also I gotta get up early in the morning, so is that too? Well, not really early. I just can't stay up later and really work on, this. Really do a long after show. So, and I would do some magic stuff, but two things. There's two problems with that. Currently my setup, and I'm not going to cut to it cuz I haven't even looked at it. But my camera for the thing is usually like this high. Right now it is this high. That's just for retrospective. It's basically going from the lower third of the screen, or like where my current main screen, me pointing at my like the top of the lower third to the bottom of the upper third. Yeah, that's a fair distance up. And that's just the bottom of the camera. And I haven't aimed it. I haven't done anything with it in a while. I've been meaning to do it, but I kind of forgot. But also, I don't have anything to open. I just don't. Because Spider-Man sucked, and technically, I was supposed to already have stuff already. But, so, I'm just gonna be quick with the magic stuff because I don't want to get too much onto a rant or anything like that. So, in October, they had basically week of more or less 3 weeks of super drops of Magic Gathering secret layers. First week, so me and my coworkers, me and two of my coworkers, we got pretty much most of the stuff that we wanted to. And they said that they were going to, start shipping them on the 28th, which sucks because, because they wanted print to demand. They basically said, hey, we're going to basically ship these out right away. I got the confirmation for this shipping of this product less than 2 days ago. I got it on Tuesday afternoon at 5 p.m. my time. Yeah, that's almost a calendar month. It took almost it's going to arrive here almost a calendar month after the super drop happened. Like, I get it. Oh, we can take some time. There's some difference in whatever discrepancy. But I'm not the only one, though. I don't think many, if any, of the people that ordered that first one have gotten theirs. Because the only reason that there's like ones that had like the Office Jaws. Nobody, like, there was only a few, like, cards in the secret layer drop that let the special guest card or whatever the hell, that, like, random one at the end. There's only a handful of ones that people know, like two, and that's from the Office one with Dwight. And it's one of them, probably one of the best cards, like special guest cards ever. So it's a tragic slip. It's a 1 in black. Creature gets -1/-1, but if another creature died that turn, that creature gets -13/-13. But tragic slip for the Office, and I'm not a huge Office guy. I'm gonna just say this straight up, but it's the Kevin Chili scene. Where he's talking about, oh, I've been chopping up onions, peppers. I grow my own stuff. The meat is really good. We sit all night, making this. And he brings this whole huge, like, basically soup pot of chili and just beef, like, just eat shit. And he's trying to scoop up the chili. It's like the most, it's the saddest but the funniest shit. Oh, man. And he's got, like, chili all over him. Oh, man. He acted like the actor, I can't remember his name, but he has a cookbook with, like, like, I think it's like 50 chili recipes, and I'm a chili guy. Honestly, I would fucking love that book. Like, low-key, I am not an Office guy or The Office fan. I've watched enough, and you can basically turn it on. I can know what's going on. It's one of those shows that is just like, I'd rather watch something else because it's like, I get the comedy, but it's just so boring. Like, there's some episodes that are really, 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 really good, but then there's just a whole lot of stinkers. And it's like, man, once Michael leaves the Office, and I'm not just saying this because I'm also named Michael, but once Michael Scott leaves the Office, or Steve Carell left the Office, the show just kind of sucked. Anytime they were not in the Office doing some weird shenanigans, it sucked. Like, I hate to say it, The Wedding sucked. Interesting storylines, but let's be honest, it sucked. Or in my opinion, it sucked. That's all I really have to say about it. My focus went out. Okay, that might explain it a little bit. But it shouldn't explain the fucking temperature, though, because I know I didn't put whatever. It shouldn't be. I mean, it should be locked, basically. It shouldn't be auto. Whatever. Don't care. I mean, I do, but I don't. At the moment. Ugh. But, like, with this magic drop, and I'm sorry that I'm going on weird long tangents. Going back to this magic drop that I should be getting next week. So I'm gonna have something to open. I'm not gonna open all of them up. And I also got stuff for, my coworkers, because they also ordered stuff. But, like, a whole calendar month for something that's supposed to be shipped, almost immediately. Because, like, ones in the past that have been like this, that have gotten shipped right away here, basically within a week or two, max. To get a confirmation almost a month after the fact is kind of bullshit. Especially with how there's been an uproar about, like, oh, shit selling out way too fast. Like, I get it, but I feel like the way that they're doing secret layers is just bullshit. What they should do, I have a multi-step plan of how they should do it. One, they should have a separate one for LGSs and stores like that. They should always do that. Like, you have to be, like, I like that they're setting limits to 2, basically, for like every product. But I feel like they're not doing it hard enough, you know? Like, let's just set like, you are limited to 2 of like a thing, but if you get it like say, oh, you get secret layer A, secret layer B in foil, and secret layer C. A and C are non-foil. But then you get the bundle secret layer A, B, C, D, E in foil. Wait, no, let's just say A, B, C, D, E in non-foil. The first one, and the A's, you get 2. The C, you get 1 of them. So you would only, like, what I think it should do, it should, like, you get all of them, you would get 2 A's max, 2 B's max. But because that B originally was a foil, you still get the 2 original, you still get the 2 non-foil B's. C, you get 1. You get 1 non-foil, one outside of the bundle, whatever. And then same with C, same with D and E. Because, like, I feel like they do, like, setting a hard limit like that will help with that. A hard limit, it will get more people to do it. And the thing that sucks too is that I think, like, you should only be able to be on one account at a time. Like, that's another way to do it. You can only be on one device at a time. That's a way to limit it. Or your account can only be on one device at a time. I totally get it. Like, if you're using multiple devices with one account, I'm fine with it. But also at the same time, your purchase can only go through one. It only goes through one, and that's it. I'm totally cool with, like, people change, like, pulling up another tab, changing their car around. I'm fine with that. That is cool. You yes, that is cool. You're in the line. You're, by the time that you get in, to checkout, a lot of the times now, things change. Totally, like, I'm fine with the randomization. I'm fine with that a little bit. Changing the cart while you're in line. Totally cool with that. What I'm not cool with is, like, one, line skippers. Because, like, that first drop, there was line skippers. I want to keep this one short. Whatever. There were line skippers again. And, like, other bullshit. I somehow incredibly was able to get through. Then the following one, and I'm talking about this, what I was doing. So the following one, me and my girlfriend were up in Duluth, and I'll talk about Duluth in a second because, like, that's a good transition one. Even out in the fucking boonies, kind of boonies. And my girlfriend grandparents' cabin. I was able to get in. I was able to get my layer, like, the layers that I wanted, and I got a couple extras just in case my coworkers wanted it. But overall, I got the ones I wanted. If nobody from my team wants them, cool. I have them. I have them. They're good. But then this Monday, 2 days ago, they released probably one of the best ones that they've done in a while. Not again, we got the whole gang back on it because it's incredible value. The day of, they're like, oh yeah, we're also doing a bundle, or if you get 2 of them, you can get it from basically the price of one, like, buy one, get one half off, basically. None of us got lucky. None of us. And it sucks. Honestly, though, it's kind of good that we didn't get it because that saves us money. But at the same time, it had a lot of good cards in it, and it kind of feels like, fuck. It's weird too because like, scrolling, I check on TikTok and other platforms, stuff like that. The first two that like I had no problems with, everyone and their mother swears on their firstborn child that they couldn't get their shit. But the encyclopedia one that just dropped that had a lot of good value, it was like $200 or 300 or something like that if you bought two. The complete opposite happened, and everyone and their mother was able to get it. It's like, what the fuck? How? And like, not only like, and again, the problem that I have with it is people were buying the dual pack, the two. They were able to buy the dual pack twice and then get two individuals. You shouldn't. You should have two max. That's it. You're done. Do not collect $200. Do not pass go. That's it. You are limited to two of these max. That's how they should have done it. And of course, they didn't. And people like me, my coworker, like one of us didn't want to get it, so we're basically trying to cover our asses just in case. Which like that's what we do. Like we get the stuff for ourselves, but we make sure that if we're able to get the stuff that we want, if we're lucky and we get the stuff that we want, we make sure that the other people get the stuff that they want as well, or try to get the ones that they want. And if like, oh, I can't do the whole thing, then the next person that's closest that gets in covers the rest, basically. That's kind of how we do it. And honestly, it's a pretty damn good system. I mean, yeah, we have to do some money, basically, moving of money just to make sure that we get the right stuff. But for what it's worth, it's pretty good. And it, like, I'm not mad about it. Like, yeah, it doesn't look good on my bank account, but hey, I still get like, shit, like for the first one, like I paid like 400 some bucks, but like I got like 300 back basically. Because my other coworkers like got like more or less $300 worth of layers. So, works out. What else? I don't think there's any. I'm trying to think if there's anything with that. I should be done with this conversation with that. Like I should be done with it. I should. Because I wanted to talk about this last week, but then we had a guest on. Me and my girlfriend went up to Duluth a couple weeks ago. It was fun. It was my first time on the North Shore. Like, it was like the site driving in on 35. Incredible. Incredible. Going down the hill into Duluth. Wow. That is something. That really is something. We like once we got into like Duluth proper, we went to Bay Park or whatever, where the lift bridge is. And no shit, within the first 10-15 minutes, we watched a giant boat go through. It was awesome. It was so cool. And then we went up to the lighthouse. There were a lot of people like that did like, oh, we were here this date. And so you could tell on the thing that the park or the Army or Coast Guard were basically painting over it again. It was really funny. Like, it looked like fresh paint. But there were still like people like, oh, we were here this date, like less than a month ago, like just a couple of days ago, like all over the place. It was nuts. Oh, Limited Infamy says no ramen, not midnight. What the fuck are you talking about? It is midnight. What the shit? You live in Central Time. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not eating. I'm not doing ASMR. My brother in Christ, you know, like, get on the level. Closer to 1. Oh, closer to 1. I'm closer to in your ass. I'm kidding. But no, it was so cool up there. Would I want to live around there? Fuck no. I do have like a cousin that lives in the area, but man, like, I can't imagine having a house that close to the water, especially during like a season where it's like, I don't know how bad the flooding gets, but I can imagine can get really bad. Like, I lived in a floodplain, for fuck's sake. I can't imagine right by a, fucking Lake Superior, it's frozen over, but now you're getting like ice chunks, fucking like waves of ice chunks. Like, I cannot imagine that. Like, that's got to be so ass. Like, and then going up the hill in the winter, it's like a San Francisco level of like incline. It's insane. Like, there's a certain hill in Mankato, and I cannot remember. It leads up to the university, but like that's everywhere. Like, it's incredibly steep, and it's like that's everywhere. Pretty much. Like, you got to go around, and it'll take like 15, 20 minutes to get around that. It's like, you basically got to have a truck to go like up and down the side. It's crazy. But Duluth was fine, and then basically camping out in the woods. We were making a fire, and on the second, I was basically there over the weekend. It was like Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, or left Monday, and Monday. So on Sunday night we were making a fire, and we could hear like cackling in the distance, and not like, human cackling in like house, or like, fuck, there's wolves and coyotes out. So we had to like basically watch the fire that we had going at. Like, we had to watch this, not big, but the sizable fire that we had to clear some of the brush out. We had to just basically watch as it goes out, and not get too big. Meanwhile, there could be coyotes or something around there. But yeah, that part. And then one of the day before that. No, it was early that day. Shit. We went to like, drove a little up on the North Shore, and we went to like Gooseberry Park, where it had a bunch of like falls and the rivers and stuff like that. Absolutely pretty. And then afterwards, I called my dad, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you gotta like." I'm like, at the end of the call, it's like, "Oh, I'm going to Betty's Pies." He's like, "Oh yeah, that's really good. Don't go to Toby's." And on the way up, we're like, my girlfriend's like, "Oh, let's go to Toby's." And I'm just like looking at her. I'm like, this phone call. I'm like, we already did. It's more or less for my homies, my Fargo homies. If you drive down to the cities, if you go to Clearwater or Stillwater, I get the two mixed up all the time. I'm gonna be honest. I've driven there 1,000 times. I still don't know what the fuck is which. It's Stillwater, right? Fuck. I have to check myself. But they basically are known for having, like, it's a gas station that's known for having huge donuts. They're not like anything different. They're just big, but they're good. Oh, Clearwater. So I was right. It's honestly a good rest stop. Because then you don't have to fucking deal with St. Cloud. I hate St. Cloud. It's a void. I don't like going near it. That place has bad omens. Like, not to the like, live in St. Cloud. Like, cool. That place is just weird. Sorry, don't care. Like, because I've had a lot of bad things, or seen a lot of bad and weird things in that area. From St. Cloud to like Collegeville, basically. It's weird. But yeah, it's whatever. It was fun. It was a good trip though. We got some rocks basically afterwards. I got like a couple rocks. I mean, literally, I could just find this rock anywhere. Fuck. I was like, oh, this looks like the kind of stuff that they would use in Pokemon cards. They got that like shiny fucking particles, whatever. Got another rock. Another like dark rock. It's got some marks and stuff on it. It looks cool. I got like 3 smaller smooth rocks. My girlfriend was picking up some sea glass. It was like the whole entire time we were at this beach. I dropped one of the rocks. And I don't know where it is. I felt it though. So the whole time my girlfriend was like basically picking up sea glass. That's pretty cool. I got some like smooth. I can't really grip weird. I got some smooth rocks. So they're fun. I can find that one later. Either that or driven over it or something like that. I felt it though. And it's small, so it's like, fuck. But yeah. What? Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell? Oh, okay. Limited Infantry's like Sydney Sweeney boxer movie. The fuck? Oh, yeah, honestly, like, probably their first serious role. Like, crazy though. Crazy. I don't buy into it, but also at the same time, hey, man, you're pulling something that The Rock did. The Rock did it already. Just pack it up. Pack it up. The Rock already did it. But yeah, good for her though. Honestly. Because like those movies, like I can't imagine, having to actually train it. Even though, let's be honest, I don't know all the stuff that she had to do to train for that. But it's like, I don't think she really had to train for that. I don't know. Like, or she really had the time to train for that, given her schedule, but who knows? Cause like, yeah, I can't imagine. I also don't see the appeal. I mean, I see the appeal, but it's not, I don't get it. Yeah. And that's all I have to say about that. Man, what was I on? Oh yeah, just more of the trip. And then we went to the mall. Did I even get anything? Oh, yes. Oh, gosh. So I got something, and I'm not going to spoil it for my buddy Cam, Outsider FM. And basically what I said is, like, he's going to love this. He's going to love this little present that I got him. It's not, like, anything huge. But basically, the response I think he's going to get, the response that I thought at the time, that I know that he's going to say, knowing him, he's going to say, I love my wife so much, I'm going to kiss the homie square on the mouth. And his response, I'm not going to quote his basic, it spiraled into like this weird, pretty gay tirade. Not really. I'm hyping it up. It's just really 2 posts that made me just I was on the floor laughing my ass off. It was hilarious. It's like, God damn. Just even thinking about it is hilarious. And I'm not even gonna talk about what it was, what it is. But even his response even his response would be what he thinks that it is, the response or whatever. Yeah, it's gonna be like that. I think it will. Is the value worth it? No. It's what's the thing? It's not the value of the gift. It's a sentimentality. And I think he's really gonna like it. I really do. It's weird. It's weird too because there was a FYE store at the mall. Like what? I haven't seen an FYE store in years. Well, the one that we had in our area died out when FYE went bankrupt, basically. I mean, it was like kind of like it was. I feel like it was one of those ones that like kind of teetered along, but when the company went bankrupt, it basically like died within the year. 2011 is calling. Oh my god. I like, even though I was still kind of young back then in 2011, like I still remember going into FYE. Like, it wasn't really the place that I would go a lot, but it's a good place to get CDs and like other pop culture stuff at the time. I can still picture in my mind the whole entire setup, because you walk in the thing immediately, kind of like in the center as you walk in was the checkout register. It was like a weird fucking circle, sort of. If you continue to the right, there was like kind of merchandise and posters and stuff like that. And then a little further in was kind of more CDs, but on your left was CDs and media and other things like that. Like I think movies was on the right, but like they had CDs, like players, games on the right. And of course, further went back, there were like more CDs, and they went to like other more random merchandise that was kind of more niche. So like, yeah, I do remember those days, like clearance, obviously. It was a cool store, honestly, but it was weird too. It was very weird. Well, because the one that we went to that was somehow still around. It's kind of in the same vein as like, I don't want to say GameStop, but like it still had that FYE feel, but it's more about the merchandise, pop culture merchandise stuff, which like I feel like later on in the FYE life cycle, or the actual store life cycle, I think that's kind of what they leaned on, and I feel like nowadays that's kind of what that is. That I think that was the right move. I just don't think that they, how malls was gonna keep it up. And I think you got stores like Hot Topic and Box Lunch and things that just do it better. So I think will now do it better. And then Spencer's as well. I'd say Spencer's kind of does it too. But that do pop culture stuff, and now and you got other stores that basically supplement that as well. You got like LGS's do it too. Local game stores do it. So like, fuck, Walmart has stuff, Target has stuff. So like being in that culture now, it's not really as lucrative of a business as it once was. Damn. Rest in peace, FY. I'll drink to that. Yeah, but my time in Duluth with my girlfriend, that was pretty cool. Hell yeah. And both nights for dinner, I had a spicy burger. The first one, I think it was at, I'm not gonna say the stores because I don't want to like give them any shit. The first one like was really fucking hot. Like it wasn't hot. It was white person hot, or white person spicy. But like, in terms of white person spicy, it was like pretty dang good. But it was also like a pretty big burger too. If I were to think of how many bites I took it down in, like it was again, sizable, like hefty burger. I want to say I did actually try to finish it within like 6 bites, So I think I did 6.5, kind of 7 bites. See how I avoided the funny number there. But it was about 6.5 bites, more or less, because I think I did count that one. It was about that much. But then the second night, it's kind of more of a pub style, and I got some other extra stuff on there. I think I got like fries and something like that. That one, the first burger didn't give me anything. That burger was not as spicy. It had a lot more flavor and stuff like that. Like the second burger kicked my ass. I was gassing it up. Holy schmoly. Like, I had to go to the bathroom like 2 to 3 times that night just to make sure that I wasn't going to shit myself. It was bad. It was bad. But I didn't. It was fun too. Yeah. Really fun. Good trip. Me and my girlfriend got some good pictures. Some, like, we're the couple that doesn't really take a whole lot of pictures. Like, you know what I don't get? Like, I totally get, like, I could get into a whole nother rant. I really need to wrap this up, but I'll leave this off on a shorter-ish rant. Like, I don't like taking a whole lot of photos. Like, I kind of should take more photos, but taking a shit ton of photos, like when you're on a trip or something like that, like, let the memory take it. Like, take a couple photos here and there, but like, you're at a location, you're watching something happen. Like, not everything needs to have a picture. Like, sitting on the couch, just chilling, you don't need a picture of that. Walking somewhere, you don't need a picture of that. Cool Falls? Sure. Picture of who you're with, group photo or whatever? Yeah. But, like, posting goddamn everything, like 10 plus pictures in a single day on, like, Facebook or Snapchat or something like that, bitch, boy, I'm gonna slap you silly. Unless if it's, like, your wedding day or proposal, I'm gonna slap your ass. Silly. You fucking stupid. Same thing, I would say the same thing goes with kids too. Like, you can take as many pictures of your kids as you want. Absolutely fine. You don't need to post your fucking 5-year, less than 2-month-old baby every single day. You don't need to. Hell, once a month on like Facebook is fine. You do a photo dump. I don't care. But posting it every single day, unless if it's like a series, something like that, it was like a bit, you don't really need to be posting just a random picture. Oh, we're going outside. Oh, here's them dressed up. It's like, okay. Anyways, I should really end the episode. So, if you want to watch this live, you can go to twitch.tv/monthly original, where not only you can interact in the chat, you can check out how the show is going, watch the after show, watch this unedited. I think that's about that. Watch everything for up to 2 weeks. What else? But once this is gone, it's gone. But the edited episodes are on YouTube. Excuse me. But the edited episodes are on YouTube and on Spotify. Spotify is being a little bitch right now with it. But that's all right. I'll fix it out. I'll figure out what the hell's going on. And also on Spotify, you can check out the radio show, the old show, when I used to do as a radio show, which is a lot more topic based. When I did it at Sac College, that was, I'll answer the question in the after show, so it'll be a minute. But the short answer, no. What was it? So yeah, about that. Thank you to Grants for the use of their song "Used to It" off the album "The Call." They're doing a couple concerts here and there. Going to one. I'm gonna try to hopefully talk with them and be like, hey, let's sort this out. Even though technically they're aware of it. It just needs like, we need to be like, oh shit, this needs to happen. But we're cool with it. They're pretty cool guys, so I don't give. Whenever they can. Also, Darren forgets shit all the time. He's a cool guy, but he forgets shit. Thank you guys for listening, watching, do what you do and all this time. But stick around for it's gonna be a shorter one, but the after show is gonna be here. So yeah. But as I look at the time, it is not midnight here anymore. My arms hurt. My bones hurt thanks to the vaccinations. But it's like at the time, it's not midnight anymore. But it is midnight somewhere else. So until it becomes midnight here once again, I will see you later. But until then, bye-bye.
Yeah, well, just when I needed you, I see from a different view. Oh, baby, now don't be scared, but don't get used to it. Yeah, well, I told her I can't let go. Well, I told her I can't say no. Oh, baby, well, I was scared, but now I'm used to it. I was scared, but now I'm used to it.